Hello there.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. We are here for the team's title match. It's the end of the year. Very exciting. The final teams match of the season. And we've got Duel of the Fates, reigning champions, going up against Rule of Two, who have been here before. Nick, welcome. You look handsome today.
Thank you.
And what do you think of the match?
I'm excited, Tim. The way we got here, very interesting. Robert Caster, been having a killer year. The current singles champion, most likely the way we released these in order. But like, at least before the final act, he was definitely the singles champion, maybe still unclear. But all that is pointless because he was the MVP of the last one standing, kicked off the year real strong.
Yes.
So what happened? Another player here won that tournament, Tyler Birch. But because it was won by a singles player, there was a gap to fill in the team's title. Robert slides in, cashes in his MVP shot from last one standing. Did he not slide in? Maybe he.
Wait, hang on. Let me make sure I got this right then. So Robert is currently trying to steal Tyler's belt.
Yes.
And then Tyler won a thing and is trying to steal Robert's belt.
Correct.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All players good. Match exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sick. Let's go talk to the players in the promos.
Here again. We did this once before. It went pretty bad. Pretty horrible. Maybe the worst match I ever played. But I have a toy, maybe, that's on display for this, and trying to get another one. It'd be fun to be a double belted person. That'd be cool. But I don't, whatever. They're like one of the best teams ever, and we're a really good team. But if something bad happens, I think we're just fine. Guys, what you go?
Yeah, like Robert said, like there is zero pressure on us. They are the champions. We are the challengers. They have beaten us before, so all we can do is hope for the best and just see what happens. Like, the pressure is not on us.
No, we don't light anything.
Let's ruin Robert's dreams to not be double belted. Let's play.
Nick, thoughts on the promos?
Players good. Match.
Round one. How's it going to work?
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down. At which point, the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of this here title match. Teams, any questions as we get in round number one?
No. I have other dreams,
I have a dream I want to.
Your first question will come in the category of James Bond. In which Bond film is a woman killed by being hit by a car on a beach?
Nick.
Yeah.
I owe you an apology.
Yes, you do.
Is it for the same reason?
Probably. Go ahead.
Well, now I don't want to say.
Listening.
5, 4.
That was the worst apology ever.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
For your eyes only.
Let's go to Robert.
It said on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Let's go to Tyler.
It's a License to Kill.
And Kaiser.
For your eyes only.
For your eyes only is correct. 1-1 is the score. Your next question is coming in the category of YA. Who plays Sejanus Plinth in the Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
You know what's interesting, Tim, is usually when we do the For Your Eyes Only thing, we do the part leading into the chorus.
For your eyes
But
only.
Kaiser chose the first one that opens the song.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, you want to apologize now or what?
I'll wait till the next question now. 5,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Putting
3,
it off.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Good start. So Tom Blythe.
Let's go to Birch.
Said Jose Andres Rivera.
One more time, Tyler. Sorry. And Kaiser
Josh Andres Rivera.
and Brittany.
Yeah, I also put Josh Andres Rivera.
We just have Josh Rivera, but because
he goes
everyone
with
put Andres, I'm going to go ahead and believe it. So Brittany and Kaiser will hit that one.
Your next question will come in the category of Pixar. In Lightyear, which member of the Junior Patrol wears Featheringhamston's Space Ranger suit?
All right, time for my apology.
Yep.
What I was going to say was I've been very busy. I totally kind of forgot that Fandom existed this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you said, reminder, this is tomorrow. And I went, I did not write a single question for this match.
Sure didn't.
So I apologize to you, but I also congratulate you on doing a great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Is that what you were going to say? Let's go to Tyler.
Said Mo.
Let's go to Kaiser.
It's literally the only name I recall more.
Let's go to Brittany
I also put Mo.
and Robert.
I don't have Mo.
Mo is correct. So 4-3 is now the score. Duel has a lead. Your next question is in the category of Law and Order. In Rush Hour, what specific type of object is Thomas Griffin holding when he falls to his death? So is that what you thought I needed to apologize for?
No, but
Oh,
that's nice as well. Thank you.
you're welcome. What else should I apologize for?
Figure if I have to tell you, then you're not.
Don't be like my wife. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
A briefcase of cash?
Let's go to Brittany.
So that C4 vest.
Let's go
Oh,
to Robert
That's right.
I said suitcase full of money.
and Tyler.
Bomb vest.
Bomb vest, C4 vest, explosive vest. Yeah, any of those.
Changed it last second.
So 6-3 is the score. What's next?
Next question comes in the category of DC. In The Batman, what is the answer to the first riddle that the Riddler asks Gil Colson, which asks, what can be poetic, blind, and cruel?
Can I have a hint?
No. It's very possible, Tim. I've been getting a little lackluster, maybe mixing some questions around, not keeping super track. It's very possible Brittany wrote more questions for this match than you did.
You're joking, right?
Yes, but like that'd be funny if like one I accidentally put one with Brittany.
Don't even joke about that. 5,
Yeah.
Joe Fairley wrote a bunch, and I wrote the rest. That's
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
Is this the Justice one?
Let's go to Robert.
Justice.
Let's go to Tyler
Justice.
and Kaiser.
Justice.
Justice is correct. Clean sweep. It is 8-5. Your next question is coming from the category of Star Trek. In which Star Trek film does Spock perform the Vulcan nerve pinch on a horse? We just got a horse.
Yeah, I heard.
Miniature, but still horse-like.
If Bucky was a horse,
Mhm.
what would you need?
If we got a horse, I think at this point we probably would name it Buckle.
No. If Bucky turned into a horse,
Oh, I think he would still be Bucky. No, 5,
I would say like Buck Wild.
3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is the first repeat for Rule of 2. Your question again. In which Star Trek film does Spock perform the Vulcan nerve pinch on a horse? Buck Wild, you say?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't got anything else. I think that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Ahoy.
That or something like
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Steve, my friend. Let's go to Robert.
Final Frontier.
Let's go to there it is. Thank you. Tyler
I also said the Final Frontier.
and Kaiser
The Final Frontier.
and Brittany.
The Final Frontier.
Another clean sweep. 10-7. Nick, what's next?
Next question comes in the category of Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, which two characters do not initially travel to the Resistance base to Exegol, but are sent to recruit as many allies as they can?
You like the Star Wars?
Yeah. Well, no. Truthfully, if I'm being honest, no. No.
Yes.
Cool.
If I like 20% of a thing, I think it's fair to say I don't like that thing.
Can I get a repeat?
Yeah. That was Duel of the Fates first repeat. Question again. In The Rise of Skywalker, which two characters do not initially travel from the Resistance base to Exegol, but are sent to recruit as many allies as they can?
Okay, so we've got 12 movies.
Yeah, the original trilogy, like The Force Awakens, I guess, Revenge of the Sith, I guess, and then Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and that's really kind of it.
That's fair. You know, Rebels, Clone Wars.
Yeah. No, I get people like the animated stuff, but it's just not my cup of tea.
That's fair. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Tyler.
No, I said Poe and Finn.
Let's go to Kaiser.
Lando and Chewie.
Let's go to Brittany
Chewie and Lando.
and Robert.
Lando, you did it. Lando and Chewbacca.
Lando and Chewie is correct. So 11-9 is the score. Your next question is in the category of American Spies. In the hunt for Red October, what name is given to the Nick, help me out.
Maneuver?
Is that what that word is? Okay. What name is given to the maneuver which involves a sudden turn to identify if a sub is being followed?
I believe that is the British way to spell maneuver.
Yeah, that's how we spell it.
I was going to say manavre.
I'm not even going to check if that's... I feel like even for the British way, that's too many vowels, but I'm not even going to check. We're just going to leave it like that.
That's fair. Someone can comment on the video if it's spelled incorrectly. 5, 4,
I hope that person feels better about themselves.
2, 1. Pens down. A miniature horse is not a donkey, Payson. I don't know where you fucking got that from, but let's go to Kaiser.
Eat my ass.
Oh my God. Brittany.
Crazy Ivan.
That's what it is.
Robert.
I didn't have Crazy Ivan.
Let's go to Tyler.
Crazy Ivan.
Crazy Ivan is correct. Nick, what is the next question?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of the worlds of DC. In The Flash, how specifically is the pod the Russians are keeping Kara in opened? What were we just talking about? I had more to say.
Horses. Donkeys.
Oh, pony?
A pony, I would say, is closer to a horse than a donkey.
I agree. Like, that's incorrect, but like little horse, pony? Like,
Yeah, but there are miniature horses that are smaller than ponies, too.
yeah, Shetland ponies.
5, 4, 3.
They're like dog-sized horses. They're
One.
great.
Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
There goes my perfect round. I said Flash headbutts it. That'd be funny.
Let's go to Robert.
I said Barry shocks it with Speed Force. That's what I
Let's
said.
go to Tyler.
I said rocket explosion.
And Kaiser.
I said frozen and smashed.
All incorrect. We were looking for Barry tries all of the combinations.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Fast
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay,
Man.
so no more perfect rounds. It's 13-9 as we get into the final question of this round. It's in the category of DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks character has, throughout the course of their films, lost their legs, watched a news report of a friend being arrested, and become a gladiator? Great question. If only I knew who wrote it.
You know who didn't? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you might have written some stuff. Like I take from round 2. You might have written some of the round 2s.
That's fair. 1. Pens down, Kaiser. Let's go to Robert.
I didn't have anything.
Tyler.
I don't know. I said Mr. Peabody.
Let's go to Kaiser.
I said Barry.
And for the almost perfect round, Brittany.
Yeah, I believe it's Pinocchio.
Both are, or everybody's incorrect. Brittany, very close. We're looking for
Oh,
Gingy.
shoot, Gingy.
Gingy.
Brain fart.
Gingerbread
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Who? Sorry. Who?
Gingerbread
Gingy.
Man.
Gingerbread.
Yeah.
Jesus eggs.
Oh,
Sorry,
that
Tyler.
motherfucker.
That
Mixed them up.
motherfucker.
That makes
Oh my God. Nick.
Yeah.
13-9. Yes.
Yeah, 10 more points. You know what that means. All right. Round number 2.
Yeah, please.
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It's the wheel round. We have a wheel with 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice per request of the champions. Each team will get a spin at the wheel if they like what they keep the first time. They can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down a multiple choice, at which point it'll only be worth 1. But be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today? Oh, yeah? Oh, is that what's on the wheel, Tim? That's cool. What a cool wheel.
Law and Order, horror icons, Wizarding World, American Spies, Creature Features, DreamWorks Animation, Pixar, James Bond, Star Trek, and Criminal Underworld. Duel of the Fates. Would you like to spin first or defer?
We're going to defer.
Okie dokie. So this is going to be the spin for Rule of 2. And it lands on Creature Features.
We're gonna respin, please.
Okay. This is what you're going to be stuck with. And it lands on Star Trek. All right, Nick, will you please go ahead and read Rule of 2, their questions in Star Trek?
Gladly, Rule 2 will be giving you questions in the category of Star Trek. Are you prepared for them?
No. Kaiser's very upset about it.
Just to clarify, I will do the final answer.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. Rule of 2. Now are you prepared for your questions in the category of Star Trek? Great. Your first question. Which Star Trek film features a character secretly having a camera put on them so the villain can spy on the Enterprise?
Star Trek Generations. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Krall's right-hand man, Manus, in Star Trek Beyond?
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Ludi Lin, B, Terry Notary, C, Joe Taslim, or D, RJ Seiler?
4, 3.
C, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, rule of 2, your third question. The leader of the Klingons, Gorkin, has what official title in the undiscovered country?
Chancellor, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead? Rule of 2, your penultimate question. How does the Ilea probe refer to living beings in Star Trek, the motion picture?
Carbon units, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And rule of 2, your final question in Star Trek. In what year does First Contact occur in Star Trek First Contact?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, 2054, B, 2063, C, 2076, or D, 2088?
Five.
Repeat the options, please.
Sure, your options again are A, 2054, B, 2063, C, 2076, or D, 2088.
B, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point and the sweep of Star Trek.
Yep, Rule 2 having a great round in Star Trek, getting their total up to 17. Duel of the Fates at 13 still, so we'll bring back the wheel. This will be the first spin for Duel of the Fates. And it lands on Jimmy B, James Bond.
We will spin again, please.
Okay, this is what you're going to be stuck with. And no, it's not. You land on horror icons. All right, Duel of the Fates. I'll be giving you your questions in horror icons. Who will be the answerer for your team? Brittany? Okay, are you guys ready? All right. Your first question in horror icons. Which horror icons film features someone being decapitated while on a motorcycle?
Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who plays Laurie's ex-boyfriend, Will Rollins, in Freddy vs. Jason?
Jason Ritter, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and a tie game. Your next question. How many corporate retreat paintball players does Jason kill in Jason Lives? Five, 4.
5, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. Your next question. In Rob Zombie's Halloween, Michael tells Loomis that his favorite color is what?
Black. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. I was going to make a snide joke about that movie, but I didn't. Okay. And your final question. In A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, Jesse discovers what possession of Nancy's in his room?
Her diary. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points and the clean sweep of horror icons. So Duel of the Fates regains their lead. We have a 23-17. Nick, is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. Let's get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the filmography round. We have 3 questions at 1, 2, and 3 point value. The questions give 2 clues pointing to a particular Phantom actor or actress. If the player gets the correct answer, they will receive the concurrent amount of points. And then we're going to go to forward after that.
I love this bit. All right. So who is going to be taking the 1 point question for the teams?
Oh, yeah. One's going to take the 1 point. The other's going to take the 2 point, and then looking for on the 3 point. Forgot to say that.
We're going to
All right, so I saw Tyler, who's taking it for Rule 2. Kaiser. Okay. Are you 2 ready?
Yep.
Okay. Your.
Oh, wait, you said wait.
I was muted. Sorry.
Okay. All right. The 1 point question for Tyler and Kaiser in the filmography round. Actually, Nick, why don't you go ahead and ask it?
All right. The 1 point question for Tyler and Kaiser in the filmography round. Who plays an Epic Adventures lion and a Star Wars Jedi?
So this is going to be a very niche joke.
Go ahead.
Actually, I don't even have enough time to say it now. 5, 4. I'll get you on the next one. 2.
So we'll be waiting.
Pens down. Let's go to Tyler
Liam Neeson.
and Kaiser.
Losing someone is simply unbearable. Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson is
It's a
correct.
stupid
So,
head that he always does.
Brittany and Robert will be taking the 2-pointer. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, the 2-point question. Who plays a Star Trek villain and a Marvel scientist? So what I was going to say was they announced a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Okay.
I criticized it heavily when it was announced because it's $700, doesn't come with a disc drive. You have to buy the stand for it separately. And I was like, don't do it. And I bought one. It came today. So it's I just set it up before this. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Played Trouble last night.
Hands down. Let's go to Robert.
Eric Bana.
Just hold your board a little closer, Robert. There it is. Okay, and Brittany.
Yeah. Eric Bana.
Eric Bana is correct. So both hitting that, and we are now back into your separate calls as you can work together on this question. Nick, before we get into the next one, what do you have the score at? I think I fucked up.
I have 26-20.
Okay, good. That's what I have. Okay, so 26-20. You guys can work together on your 3-point question. Nick, go ahead and ask that question if they're ready.
Your question is, who plays a DreamWorks princess and a DC former model? Windows security is yelling at me.
I'm sorry.
Happens all the time.
After I took the PS5 Pro out of the box, I showed it to Maggie, and she said, it's pretty small. And I said, you want to give it a kiss? And then she asked for a divorce. So I sadly am on the way to divorce.
It is the logical next step in that
Great.
chain of
Yep.
events.
2, 1, pens down. Let's start with Duel of the Fates.
There we go. Sharon Stone.
And Rule 2.
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone is correct. A clean sweep of the filmography round today, Nick. So we have a score of 29-23. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 4. Deep cut round. How's it going to work?
Round number 4 of the deep cut round is going to work like this. We have 10 films from 10 fandom categories drafted and chosen by the players you see before you. They have been written at a deep cut level. It's really hard. Probably should have watched the movies if you were hoping to get these right. We're going to spin the wheel 5 times, get 5 different questions, each worth 2 points apiece. Teams can confer on the question, and they'll have 15 seconds to answer. If they get the question correct, they'll gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, nothing. 0. Then we move on to 5 after that round.
That's true. Okay, the movies on the wheel today for the deep cut round are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Halloween 2018, Blue Beetle, Back to the Future Part 2, WALL-E, Watchmen, Wreck-It Ralph, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. So we will kick this off by spinning the wheel and finding out what the first question is going to come from. Coming from Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. All right, players, same answers as before? Yes? Okay, perfect. All right, your question in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is, what gives Indy's disguise away to the 2 soldiers aboard the train at the beginning of the film? What should be the first game I play on my PS5 Pro?
Luge.
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, if it's a pro, you should be.
It'll probably be Resident Evil. I don't know why I'm questioning myself. That'll probably be what it is.
That's dumb.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Duel of the Fates.
So that bullet hole and jacket.
And rule 2.
Bullet hole in Nazi uniform.
I would take both of those, right, Nick?
Yes, Cindy.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Give me like a second.
All right. So both get that. It is 31 to 25. We'll bring back the wheel. This will be the spin for question number 2. Coming from Back to the Future Part 2. Nick, could you read them that question?
Gladly, your question from Back to the Future Part 2. What is Jennifer's middle name?
Cody jokes that I'll only play my Xbox. I've been playing a lot of PlayStation recently, actually, Cody, please. Astrobot is a gift to humanity. It's so good.
Oh,
5, 4,
disagree.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to rule of 2.
Jane.
And Duel of the Fates.
Jane.
Both are correct. 2 points apiece. Let's bring back the wheel for the next spin. Next question is coming from Watchmen. All right. So, your question in Watchmen. Both of Adrian Veidt's parents were dead by the time he was what age? Second best game of the year, in my opinion. Yeah, it's definitely up there, Payson. I don't know what your number 1 is. Actually, I do. Don't even. Rebirth. It's got to be Rebirth. It's got to be. Nick is like, what are you talking about?
Is this video game trivia? I'm confused. Tim.
We should do that.
I've got ideas.
Oh, I'm down. I'd love it. 5,
I'm just saying.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Duel of the Fates.
We said 17 years old.
And rule of 2.
17.
That is correct. So keeping pace, Nick. 35 to 29. Jesus. So let's bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for question 4. Spooky time, Halloween 2018. Go ahead, Nick.
Your question is, according to the film, a banh mi is the Vietnamese version of what specifically?
Did you rewrite my question?
Was it this one?
I've written a very similar version of this question, so you might have just rewritten, like, not meaning like it was there and you changed the wording, meaning
Were
like
you missing like specifically and stuff? No.
I don't know. I'm saying I've written it before. Is all I'm saying.
Oh.
I like this question. This is good. I don't think we've ever asked it. I'm just saying this is good. This is good stuff. 5, 4.
Calling me a liar?
Yes. 1. Pens down. Let's go to rule of 2.
French baguette.
And Duel of the Fates.
French baguette.
French baguette is correct. So still a 6-point game. Final question of this round is going to be coming in the category of, or the movie of, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2. Different movies, people. We love to see it. All right. Your question from Mockingjay Part 2. What is the last real or not real question? Or I'm sorry. What is the last real or not real question that PETA asks Katniss? I had some bad emphasis on some bad syllables there.
You just panic so easily. Like you could have saved it, but you were like, I must start again.
Bucky is freaking out. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Okay, that is the second repeat for rule of 2. Your question again. What is the last real or not real question PETA asks Katniss? Nick, can you do the countdown? I have to mic off for a second.
I can do the countdown. Will I? Maybe. I will. It's just not time yet. Now it's time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Duel of Fates, I think. We'll start with you.
You said you love me.
And rule of 2.
Oh, you love me.
You love me is correct. Another clean sweep of another round. And that'll bring us to the end of round number 4. The scores: Duel at 39, Rule at 33. Is that what you have, Tim?
Yeah, that's what I got. This is gross. Okay, let's get into round number 5. How's it going to work?
Round number 5 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the category, they can choose who will take it. The other player will have to take question 2. They can reset for questions 3 and 4. And they can confer on the 5th and final question. Once they hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, teams, any questions as we get in round number 5. Go, Tim.
All right. First category that you can bet points on is mixed bag. Let's get bets, starting with Duel of the Fates. Who's taking it and how much are you betting?
I'm going to take it for 1.
Okay, and rule of 2, who's taking it and how much?
Taking it for 2. Let's go.
All right. Robert's taking it for 2. Brittany for 1. Your question in the category of mixed bag is as follows. The owner of the Cats has what profession in the Aristocats? Or Aristocats?
Say the main cats. Like
Did I miss that?
No, I should say like the main. There's many cats in the film, but the main.
What should I get on my pizza?
Pineapple.
No.
Bacon.
I'm definitely getting bacon. Definitely.
Banana peppers.
That, honestly, I was kind of thinking some pepper situation.
Big
5,
banana peppers.
4, 3.
I'm going to use a repeat, please.
All right, that is the third repeat. Yes, Nick, for rule 2?
Yep.
Your question again. The owner of the main cats has what profession in the Aristocats?
Just saying.
No, you're right. You fucked up before, and we have to correct it mid-match here.
And there's a very observant, good fandom player on the deck who likes to point out when I mess up a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
Said singer.
And let's go to. I am totally lost. Robert.
Robert is the other.
I didn't have that. I said dowager.
What'd you say?
Dowager is what I
I
said.
don't know what that is.
What are you saying?
Dowager.
Dowager?
I don't know what a
Dowager.
dowager.
Okay.
That means
sounds
nothing.
like it's a singer.
The answer is actress. Actress is the answer. So Nick.
Okay. I was asking because I was like, does that word that he's saying mean actress?
We're just gonna talk real quick.
That's
Sure,
fine.
cool.
While they're talking, Nick, I have the score at 31 to 38.
Yes.
I didn't even.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
We're gonna challenge that we're right.
Okay. We'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge. Nick and I talked about it. We talked with manager that was here for a quick sec, also with the players. And while at one time the owner of the Cats was a opera singer / actress, in the film she's actually retired and doesn't have a job. So our question asking what she's currently doing is incorrect. So we're giving a new question, new mixed bag. And for the people at home, Nick got us a new question. He randomized the categories to find out what the mixed bag category question would be. So for full transparency. So the score is 39 to 33. Rule of two gets their repeat back. And the bets are still locked. The question in mixed bag.
Part 2.
Yes, part 2. Yeah. Your question in mixed bag. In Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, Jamie dresses as a princess for Halloween and has a stuttering friend named Billy who dresses as what?
You know any Billies?
Um,
Do you know any Jamies?
I know a Bill. I don't call him Billy. He is Bill.
Perhaps we should.
I called him William once. He was very upset. 5,
Fair.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany
Said pirate.
and Robert.
That's probably. I said cowboy.
And your winners, and still Fandom Fights Teams Champions Duel of the Fates. The answer was, in fact, Pirate. Nick, hell of a match. Final score 40 to 31. Crazy stuff. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, great match by all involved, truthfully speaking. Brittany may have dropped the singles belt, may have stopped trying. Maybe she says that, but she did the best in round 1 today. Like she's clearly hasn't lost a step. But I also saw a lot of improvement in Rule of Two's performance, especially Kaiser. Kaiser came to play today. I was really impressed with him. And at the end of the day, it was maybe a 4-point lead in round 1. Maybe an extra 2 points on top of that in round 2. And then it felt neck and neck the entire rest of the way. It felt like the teams are matching each other to the point where I'm actually surprised that we ended so early in round 5. It felt a lot closer than that. But at the end of the day, that's where things swing when it's mixed bag. Obviously, crazy shit can happen. But Duel of the Fates wrapping up their final title defense of the year. Every match they're undefeated this year. Every match they played in, they won. All of those were title matches. Crazy stuff. And Robert and Kaiser may not have attained the belts today, but I think they got a little bit closer to them than maybe last time. To where if we see them try again in the future, who knows what could happen, Tim?
Absolutely. All right, let's go talk to the players in the post-match.
Rule of Two, genuinely great performance. I think you guys definitely matched wits with possibly one of the greatest teams of all time. in Duel of the Fates. Cool story of how you got here, Robert. Because of your killer year, you guys were able to get in a contender match right away. Dominated in your performance against the Pinheads, and it's no easy feat facing Duel of the Fates, and it's those outsteps just a little bit in round 1 and round 2 that you just couldn't make up the ground in. You played like you were ready to make up ground. If Duel of the Fates would have just slipped a little bit in rounds 3 or round 4, you guys clearly weren't doing that. But at the end of the day, they didn't, and they played one of their best matches all year. But how are you guys feeling making it to the title match? Robert, still an incredible year for you, a great year for you guys as a team. How are we feeling post-title match?
I feel a lot better. This was a lot better than the last one. The round 1 questions, when they hit hard like that in the first couple, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be bad. And then there's a couple there I could have used a repeat on and probably got. But, you know, when we got Star Trek, we had to go to multiple choice once. I was like, it's probably bad. But I felt good after we swept filmography. I was like, well, I think we might get a little bit farther. But, you know, mixed bag being what it is, you know, I probably should know that question. But I think it's a case of 2 things. I think Tyler and Brittany are just better than us. A, I think that's clear. And B, like, you know, I am flittering around a few additional things. I've brought my wife into partially into the community, not in this league, but in something else. And I was doing stuff with her because I wanted. I have a thing about, at this point, I kind of just want to like get people involved with stuff and like support them. And some played into what happened here. Like I knew the Halloween question, even though it wasn't my movie to deep cut, because I just watched it recently for something else. And I was like, oh, that's fun. It crosses over. I always like when I can do that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think we were going to win today. I mean, I'm confident we can win against anybody, but I just think their ability to focus and localize on fandom, which they're better than us at, and them being better just means that we can't win this title yet. But maybe with the new stuff, maybe we have a shot in the future.
Kaiser, thoughts on the match? Your second title match ever. Thoughts on it?
Well, I think I performed better in the previous than in the previous title match. I think that round 1 I was outscoring both Robert and Tyler, which are the 2 people competing in a singles title match, which is like insane to me. But I came into this match just completely relaxed because, as I said in the pre-match, the pressure is not on us. Like I think that we've proved exactly what type of a team we are, which is we can hang with the best. We may not be the best, but we can hang with the best. I think we did that today, and like regardless of what happens in round 1 and 2, I'll always be proud of how we performed in rounds 3 and 4. Like especially that I watched Star of Destiny less than 12 hours ago. I'm proud of that. At least that I hit the deep cut from that movie.
And I finished Watchmen at 6:30 in the morning today. So
jeez, well, I don't miss those days. But guys, congratulations! You clearly put in the work. It showed. Just didn't come out your way today. We will see Rule of 2 in the future. Yes.
yes.
Great.
Yes.
Well, then I can't wait for it, and I look forward to your return in 2025.
Dumb and Dumbledore,
Congratulations!
please.
Congratulations. Congratulations on your title match. Great performance, and we'll see you next time. Duel of the Fates. I'm a little off today. We shoot a bunch of matches, and then the final 2 pictures like are spaced out. So like we haven't shot matches in maybe a month. There's been anticipation for this. So my pre-match, reading the rules, laying out the scene, I was bad at that today. But you guys have been undefeated all year. Started out with your rematch. See, I can't even do it now. Your automatic rematch, winning the belts back from wrong side of the river, and you have not lost since. It's been an insane run. You guys had a great year last year. Maybe tops it this year. Don't know. But at the end of the day, last year plus this year is insane stuff. You end the season the champions. Thoughts on that? I'll let you talk. Whoever wants the mic, go.
You want me? Okay.
Sure.
Great. Every year that I've ever managed teams, we always fumble 1 point in the season and have to go back and do it. This year, we were able to go wire to wire. So that's exciting. We got that monkey off our backs. They played insane. They played really well. Brittany stepped away from singles, so she only gets to play teams matches now. They're going to be rust. No, still there, still exactly who they are as a team. So that's exciting. Tyler's playing really strong. Nothing against Robert. Guys are a great team. It's just, I was telling them, not on this call, on the other call, that it's just really hard to go against this team because they rarely don't have the lead out of round one. I would love the statistics. Maybe I'll go back and watch, but how many times they actually use multiple choice in round two? Like, it's not a lot of options of dropping points. And then they're almost lights out. I don't know how many they've ever missed in filmography. So, and then at that point, you don't have enough to, and then you have to get this team to miss in round five. This doesn't really happen. They're the greatest team of all time. I just want to answer before I pass it on to them. There was questions, there was rumors, there was circulation. Free agency was buzzed. Brittany stepped away from singles. That means they're stepping away from teams. Oh my gosh. There's one person to blame for your misery next season. His name is Javi Madden. Tyler threw out the rope and said, "Hey, I'd like to be partnered." They said they want to run it back. So guess what's back first? Next year, 2025, Duel is returning in all its glory with all the new categories. So if you have anybody to blame, I don't know his email address, but you can hit up Javi Madden because that man has brought hellfire to, and they're excited about the new categories. So good luck with that. Yeah.
Well, I was going to play that a little more coy and end this interview
Sorry.
with so are you guys coming back? With
I figured.
You're in.
Great. No, honestly,
I'm terrible with coy. I'm terrible with coy.
It's less. It has now, I believe, officially happened more often than it has not happened, where the championship team drops the belts and retires at the end of the year. So, if anything, it's an anomaly. So we are happy to see you guys come back. See if you can extend that defense record, because that'll be exciting to see. But how are you guys feeling about this match right now, ending the year with the belts?
Yeah, I feel great. I was a little worried because where I am only playing in teams, I might be a little rusty, and I thought I played great in round one, except for some reason I got Gingy and Pinocchio mixed up. But what that happens. And then horror icons, I was like a little worried about. So when we went 10 for 10, especially that Jason Lives, we were actually able to go through all the kills with the paintball player. I'm like, okay, that felt really great too. And I just feel every match we get better and better. Our chemistry keeps working. Getting more and more better. And yeah, I just love playing with Tyler. So I also just want to say that's another big reason why I'm coming back next year to play with Tyler. Because I love playing with Tyler. And it is a little easier just doing teams. You don't have to do both. I'm just, a little less of a workload. And I'm really excited for the new movies too. So no, I'm excited. This was a lot of fun. And rule of two, I thought they played a lot better than last year. They hit the 3-pointer, which not many teams hit the 3-pointer against us. So they really put pressure on us going around 5. We had to bet and stuff. So no, I thought they played great. I'm really glad they're sticking together too. So no, this was great.
Yeah. Tyler, we talked about Robert's year. Brittany's obviously had a great year. You were benched for the first half of the year because we hate you. Just kidding. But you fit in a year's worth of accomplishments just in the end of the year. You earned yourself a contender match that again we took away from you, and then you went in, won vote, did not lose a team's title match this entire year, and in real life, I don't know what order we're going to release the matches in. Maybe it already happened, but in real life, your next step is challenging Robert again for the singles title. How does this match feel in the bigger picture of everything you've been able to accomplish in such a short time? Because again, Tim doesn't like you very much.
It feels good. It's hard to say when you're looking at me like that. No, it's been a phenomenal season, especially for this team. I think that we've just gotten better and better, and I love it. I've loved every second of our playing. And obviously getting to finish the season with the belts like we didn't get to do last season just feels so good. So I've been loving it. I will say today, Brittany definitely, she carried the weight she was first on a lot of that stuff. So she played great, and I was playing catch up. I don't know what was going on in round one. That was just maybe because of the workday, who knows? But and I will say that Josh Andres Rivera thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I look at it, I'm like, if this ever comes up, it's gonna mess me up, and it did exactly that. I got closer than I ever thought I would. So I don't know why that name. I'm just like I looked at it and I was just like, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna get me one day.
Fair. Well, Duel of the Fates. Normally we wouldn't announce this, but heck, in a week, Tim and I will talk about the schedule because I already have it planned. I have some options that you could be playing in your next title, which again doesn't usually happen because usually the team up and leaves. But some of those options include Young Justice, Wrong Side of the River, Posse Galore, Cabin 66, Escape from Melee, The High Table, and Dumb and Dumbledore. Probably Posse Galore, Wrong Side of the River, Young Justice, maybe Cabin 66 gets in there. Probably those four. Maybe just stick around those four.
Dumb and Dumbledore.
Which of those four would you like to play against?
I am here for next season to make Javi Madden's life a living hell. So what I want to happen is for them to get to the title match, that one more shot, fuck it, we ball mentality, and then completely come into a wrecking ball as Duel of the Fates. And then he has to wait all season just seeing if Brittany and Tyler break up at some point. So that's what I want. Even though the rest of those teams sound like a lot of fun, Javi's misery sounds even better for me. So let's do that.
Right. Sounds like a plan. Duel of the Fates. Congratulations on a great year and a great final title match. We will see you in the new year.
All right, that's going to do it for us today for the team's title match here at the final act. I want to thank Cody and Brittany and Tyler. I am losing it. Kaiser and Robert, and also Payson and Andrew James Barr for helping with the other calls. Thank you guys. So thank you to Nick as well for writing the match because I suck. I have been Tim. We'll see you guys real soon with more matches at the final act. Final act, as Nick said. We'll see you then. Bye.
Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee, and welcome back to the Final Act 2024. I'm Payson, the Cinemaster Johnson, and we got an exciting singles match, the last singles match of the year, and the title is on the line. Cameron, the Commander Holtzman, defending the title against another Cameron Cookie-wise Redshaw. Redshaw went through the gauntlet, started at the beginning like everyone did, made it all the way through to the end. Incredible performance. Held the championship earlier this year by winning the last one standing, similar event to the gauntlet. Now he's going up to face off against his teammate. This should be a really fun match. On the desk with me is Mark, the Big Show Menchaca. Mark, how you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling really good. Threw me for a loop a little bit, that cookie-wise, that old nickname. But Yeah. Listen, like Redshaw played really well in our gauntlet that we put on. Earned his way into this. Honestly, I think almost any setup we could have had for this championship match here, like, would have been interesting. Whoever would have come out of that gauntlet, but I think, like, it is kind of like the trajectory that Redshaw's had. Like, he's just kind of been creeping around like the title like this entire year. Won it before, like, wasn't able to defend it. Now gets another shot to just win again. Like, really are playing hot potato with this title so far this year, but I think it's revving up to a good end here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really exciting match. I said we bring the competitors, starting with our challenger tonight, Redshaw. Yeah, you had an excellent performance in that gauntlet, got that win. I know. Talking to you before that gauntlet, you just wanted to last one round, and you ended up lasting a lot longer than that. How are you feeling coming in tonight with the potential to become a two-time champ?
Very excited to be here. Feel very lucky to be here. Yeah, I'm excited to play. We can all agree this is the most important thing happening in America today. So we'll see how this goes. And yeah, I'm excited to play Cam. We played a while ago, but it's been a while. So
elections are subjective. Movie Melee is objective.
That is true.
And tonight, Cam, for the first time in like 5 champions, you were able to, or four champions, you were able to get a defense against Dylan earlier in the year. Looking to get that second defense, not something that many champions can say. I believe only 3 other people that have held that belt have been able to defend it 2 times. How are you feeling coming in tonight?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, like, it is well known. My camera is tilted up a lot. It is well known. I love Redshaw. We're team partners. We got the same first name. We both had a great time when it was like you need to pick deep cut movies when we were a team in the league where you just use deep cut movies all the time. And so he picked basically the 2 movies that he had notes on that I hadn't used with him. But yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. Got that first defense. The second one would be cool because I think the last person to defend a second time was Barr back when Barr defended against Ryan Payne, which was a while ago. As well, it will probably be brought up in the lead up to this match, like that will film later when they're talking about like, here's what's at stake. But like, if I win this, I tie Barr's record for the win streak. I think I have the most wins in Melee history if I win this. Like, there's a bunch of meaningless things that are on the line here, and it would be cool to have them.
Cam, I was going to bring all those up if you won tonight. Now?
Ruined it.
Round 1 is going to work like this. Competitors will receive questions in 8 different general categories, each worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answer on the board, after which I will say pens down, and they will reveal their answers, answer all 8 questions right, and you will receive a bonus question. Competitors get 4 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the duration of the match. Competitors, any questions before we head into the match?
Cameron.
Your first question in the category of coming of age/teen. What 2000s coming of age film is about a 12-year-old boy who falls in love with a young vampire as they get revenge on his bullies? Wowza. I think we're in for a lot of bits tonight, Mark.
Maybe. I'll admit, saw Redshaw's board. Thought for a second he misspelled his name.
I have questions on how you think Cameron is spelled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Doc, will go to you.
Said let the right one in.
And we'll go to Holtzman.
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in is correct. Players getting that.
Go into your next question in the category of directors. Who directed Radio Days, Husbands and Wives, and Sweet and Lowdown?
You're a sweet man, Mark.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was it?
Yeah. Just sweet man, yeah.
Thought we were going.
Look,
You're
Cam,
gonna keep going and make me feel slightly more uncomfortable. But hey, just
I'm going to give you the full lowdown every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I made Mark laugh. My job is over. Cam will go to you. Holtzman will go to you.
Is it Woody Allen?
And we'll go to Redshaw.
Redacted. Woody Allen.
Woody Allen is correct.
I had a joke, but I wasn't confident.
So we head into your third question in the category of actors and actresses. Who appears in 1968's The Thomas Crown Affair, The Towering Inferno, and 3 Days of the Condor? I've seen 2 of these. One is okay, the other is excellent.
I've only seen one. Pleasantly surprised by it. Honestly.
Nice. Like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Redshaw will go to you.
Not the director, but the other Steve McQueen.
And we'll go to Holtzman.
That is the guy. I put Paul Newman knowing it was wrong.
Steve McQueen is in 2 of them, but Faye Dunaway is in all of them. Dunaway is the correct answer.
Have to go on to your next question, the category of Westerns. What is the profession of Billy Zane's character in Tombstone?
Score is 2-2 right now. It's funny, when I was testing this round 1 on some writers earlier, Mark, I read that actors and actresses question, and I saw someone start writing down, read that with like this, and then I said the final movie, and I just see them go. It's always fun when you see that.
Couldn't wait for the rest.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holtzman will go to you.
Writer.
We'll go to Redshaw.
Mayor.
Both incorrect. We're looking for actor.
Oh, yeah.
As we head to your 5th question, the category of crime. In Blood Simple, what possession of Abby's does Visser steal after Marty hired him to kill her? It's a good movie.
It is.
I've been in similar situations to this movie. I won't say which character I was.
I'd be very curious. So anything to do particular was being asked right now?
I was John Getz's character. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Doc, we'll go to you.
I said Jules.
We'll go to Holtzman.
Gun?
Gun is correct. Holtzman.
It's like, I know someone has a really fancy gun in that movie.
Yeah. Ask the question.
Going into your next question, the category of biopics. Topher Grace plays the leader of a secret society in what 2010s biopic?
Could you see Topher Grace like in like a DreamWorks film playing a character named Gopher Grace? That's a gopher.
Maybe if he's like a mayor, or some type of important man.
Mm-hmm. Mayor of Elvis Presley's hometown, Graceland. Go Grace, the mayor of Graceland. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just a house.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holtzman will go to you.
I think Doc and I both have the same question in our minds, which is the KKK considered a secret society in Black Klansman?
We'll go to Redshaw.
Black Klansman.
Yeah, you have to wear fucking hoods and not reveal your identity. That's correct.
Okay.
There's secrets out. I don't know.
As we head into your next question, the category of animated. In All Dogs Go to Heaven, Charlie is hit by a car after getting intoxicated at what specific event?
A lot of directions the end of that question could have gone.
Yeah.
You know what? We're professionals and we can steer this ship.
You got it. I should have said this is the penultimate question. You are looking very nice tonight, Mark. I will say that.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Red Shaw will go to you.
I don't know if I spelled this right at all. Mardi Gras?
And we'll go to Holtzman.
I put a poker game.
Mardi Gras is correct. Red Shaw getting that.
And go into what is the final question around 1, which will be in the category of Oscars. Name 2 of the 4 actors who won Oscars for acting films released in 2002.
Give you a little extra time. I wish I could go back to 2002, Mark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's so good about it?
Nice, carefree, responsibility-free year of me being 4 years old.
That's so.
Yeah.
I mean,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holtzman will go to you.
Adrian Brody and Nicole Kidman.
And we'll go to Red Shaw.
Nicole Kidman and Adrian Brody.
Nicole Kidman, Adrian Brody, both correct. We also would have accepted Chris Cooper and Catherine Zeta-Jones. All right, so Mark, after that, I have the score at 5-5. Is that what you have?
Yep, all tied up.
All right, but anything can happen as we move to round number 2, also known as the wheel round. Will we bring the wheel in right now? Round 2 is going to work like this. Competitors will get a spin at the wheel, in which case they will receive 5 questions in whatever category they land on, each worth 2 points apiece. Check down the multiple choice devalues that question down to 1 point. If you don't like what they spin for your first spin, they are allowed to respin, but they must keep whatever they land on for that second spin. But be on the lookout because stealing is available in this round. Because this is a title match, the champion had the choice as to whether or not they wanted to keep spinners or an opponent's choice on the wheel. Cameron Holtzman elected to not have those slices on the wheel. So your categories in your wheel tonight are 21st century live action musicals and Sony Pictures Animation, which are Holtzman's strength, Sony directed by Billy Wilder in the Halloween franchise, which is Red Shaw's strength, as well as romance, animation, Oscars, recent releases, classics, and 2010s. Holtzman, it is tied, but you are the champion. Would you like to spin first or second?
I will go second.
All right, then Red Shaw, this will be your first spin.
Neat. Good.
You land on the category of 2010. Keep it or spin again.
There's definitely worse things. But didn't go that well last time. Yeah, there's a lot worse. I'll keep it.
All right, keeping 2010s. Mark, why don't you give Red Shaw his questions in the category of 2010s?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Cameron, your first question, category of 2010s. In The Revenant, after Fitzgerald is left with Glass and Glass's son Hawk after the bear attack, how does he try to kill the brutally injured Glass before Hawk stops
him? Bury him alive.
That is incorrect. They're going to do Holzman for the 2-point steal.
I'll say drowning.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for he tries to smother him.
Okay. Yeah, why the heck? I'll challenge it. I'm pretty sure he does try to bury him alive, and that's how he tries to smother him.
We'll be right back after this challenge.
Is that a challenge?
Right back from the challenge, we did look at the scene. It does look like that before Hawk stops him, Fitzgerald was trying to kill Hugh by shoving a gag into his mouth, aka essentially smothering him. So with that, Red Shaw will be losing his challenge, and the question will uphold.
That will move on to Redshaw's second question in the 2010s. Who directed Stoker?
Okay, just want to make sure I don't miss this up.
5, 4, 3.
Park Chan-wook.
That is correct for 2 points. Going to your next question. The Nice Guys opens with the death of an adult film star with what stage name?
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Multiple choice options are A. Renee Rivers, B. Serena Sky, C. Misty Mountains, or D. Whitney Woods.
These are good options.
5, 4.
I'll say
3,
B.
2.
B. Serena Sky is incorrect. Going over to Holzman for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Renee Rivers, B. Serena Sky, C. Misty Mountains, or D. Whitney Woods?
She was a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I think it's Misty Mountains.
That is correct. Mountains, yeah, get it? Okay. On your penultimate question in 2010s, Richo. What company is sponsoring the race Jimmy and his crew try to rob in Logan Lucky?
Five, 4.
Yeah, I'll take multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Toyota, B. Coca-Cola, C. Goodyear, or D. Bass Pro Shop.
I'll say Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is correct for 1 point. We'll go into your final question in 2010s. What southern U.S. city was Whip's flight heading to before the crash landing in flight?
Yeah, I'll go multiple choice again.
Multiple choice options are A. Orlando, B. Dallas, C. New Orleans, or D. Atlanta.
Five, 4.
I'll take a repeat of the options.
Options again: A. Orlando, B. Dallas, C. New Orleans, or D. Atlanta.
I'll say Dallas.
Dallas is incorrect. Going to Holzman for the 1 point steals at A. Orlando, B. Dallas, C. New Orleans, or D. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
All right, so after that, I have Red Shaw getting his score up to 8, but Holtzman getting some steals, getting his score up to 7. Is that what you have, Mark?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will bring the wheel back in for Holtzman's first spin. The spin is in. You landed on direct by Billy. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
It's the thing I didn't want to spin first because, I don't feel bad about it, but I don't know if I want to keep it. Because, if I miss anything, he's going to steal it. But also, there's absolutely worse things here, and I did study. But also, the Billy Wilder questions get so hard sometimes. I'm gonna keep it, and I might regret this, but I'm gonna keep it.
Good deal.
Keeping Billy Wilder sounds good. I will be giving you a
I
question in
could
the
not
category
risk
Billy Wilder.
Oscars or classics.
Are you prepared?
We'll find out, I guess.
All right, your first question in the category directed by Billy Wilder. What is the only Billy Wilder directed film Jose Ferrer appears in?
Fedora.
Correct for 2 points. Your second question. In The Fortune Cookie, Harry, a cameraman, is injured after a football player from what NFL team collides with him in a game?
I'm gonna go multiple choice here.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, the Cleveland Browns, B, the Detroit Lions, C, the Baltimore Ravens, or D, the Green Bay Packers?
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out if there's something tricky going on here. But I don't know if there is. So I'll just say the Cleveland Browns.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was like, does he knock a different person into Harry? And that's where I'm getting confused.
Your third question in the category directed by Billy Wilder. In Avanti, after the Trotta family steals the bodies of Wendell's father and Pamela's mother from the morgue, they demand a ransom of how much money in Liar for the bodies?
$2 million.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question in the category directed by Billy Wilder. In the 7-year itch, wow, I'll start over. In the 7-year itch, Marilyn Monroe's character tells Richard she appeared in a TV commercial advertising what kind of product?
Ooh. That's a good question. I don't actually know. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, toothpaste, B, cigarettes, C, swimwear, or D, shampoo?
I think toothpaste sticks out to me, so toothpaste.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category directed by Billy Wilder. In Some Like It Hot, what is the nickname of the informant that tipped off the police about the speakeasy owned by Spats?
Ooh. There's so many nicknames. I'll go multiple just to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Little Bonaparte, B, Snake Eyes, C, Snappy, or D, Toothpick?
Okay. Toothpick.
And that is correct for 1 point.
Toothpick Charlie.
Yeah, I was like, there's so many people with so many nicknames. I can't write.
After that, it was his bonus straight that Holt's been doing very well, getting 7 points there, getting it up to 14. Redshaw remaining at 8. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right, but anything can happen as we move into round number 3, also known as the deep cut round. Before the match, competitors gave each other 2 movies to deep cut study, take really hardcore notes on, and now we will ask those questions. Questions from each one of those movies, each worth 2 points apiece. The first movie you will be answering questions from is Aquila and the Bee.
Okay.
When Javier asks Aquila if she takes Latin, Aquila says her school can barely afford what specifically?
Right to the boards.
It's not a word question.
Yep. I realized Mark, I realized that with this in Brazil, like they say, oh, they're so deep, and then I was like, well, you're essentially telling the writers, hey, you can only ask words or code questions. And I was like, nah, fuck you. 5, 4, 2, 1, pens down. Red Shell will go to you.
I said doors on bathroom stalls.
And we'll go to Holtzman.
I said kickballs.
Kickballs is correct.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of a different conversation. Shoot.
They can't afford a lot of things.
Okay, so we go to your next movie in theater camp.
No, Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas. Okay, Arthur Christmas. All right, your question in Arthur Christmas. What is Gwen's serial number, which Steve refers to her as?
I think my serial number is Cinnamon Toast Crunch 1, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups 2.
A lot of words for that.
Yeah, just ranking cereals now.
Pretty long. Unless you're doing like a
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. Red Shaw's first repeat.
And your question again. What is Gwen's serial number, which Steve refers to her as?
What is your favorite cereal, Mark?
Oh, that's really long. It's hard to beat an old classic of Frosted Flakes. Just
really?
Yeah. What's wrong with Frosted Flakes? Are you gonna talk shit about it?
It gets so moldy when you put the milk in. Like, you gotta eat it so fast.
I'm not a milk guy, so that's part of it.
What? I am talking with a monster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Next thing you're gonna tell me is you don't put syrup on your pancakes. Holtzman will go to you.
This is worse than any word question. 47785 BXK.
And we will go to Red Shaw.
Oh no, I said 4785 BXK.
47785 BXK is correct. Holtzman getting that.
That is a mean question.
All I will say is I agree as we head into your third category of theater camp. Where does Darla rank on the IMDb star meter? There we go.
Yeah, I think I got one.
You ever check the IMDb star meter, Mark?
I did not even know that was a thing.
I vaguely know about it.
Who's number one?
Well,
on the day.
We can't be. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Red Shell will go to you.
2073.
And we'll go to Holtzman.
Number one should be Glenn, 2073.
2073 is correct.
Go into your last deep cut movie, which would be 2005's Beast. Your question. When Bozo goes upstairs to use the radio, he is startled by what animal?
This is a movie I had no idea of until Will Cohen just started using it as a deep cut, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've had to do it before.
Fair.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holtzman will go to you.
This movie sucked, and I don't have this in my notes, so I just wrote cat.
And we'll go to Redshaw.
Bet.
That is correct. Redshaw getting that. Picking up a little bit of ground there, but Holtzman still did pick up a little bit more ground there, getting his score up to 20. Redshaw's at 12. Is that what you have, Mark? All right. Wagers in. Redshaw, will you be answering?
Sure.
And Holtzman, will you be answering?
I choose to play.
All right. Sounds good. I will be giving you your first question in the category of the 1980s. What instrument does the title character play in Bird? Have you watched Naruto Shippuden, Mark?
No.
Fair.
Did not get my. I was out at anime by the time Naruto made it to the States.
It was a phase for you. It was a lifestyle for me.
Yeah, it was almost a lifestyle.
That's fair. The reason I asked is because the third opening for Naruto Shippuden is called Bluebird. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. In the category of the 1980s, what instrument does the title character play in Bird? I should say that Holtzman's first repeat. Both players have now used a repeat.
Yeah, after Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball Z, I was out.
You were out.
Yeah.
Currently rewatching Dragon Ball Z right now. I'm right in the middle of the Frieza saga. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm going to talk to you about it more during this round. Red Shell, we'll go to you.
Saxophone.
We'll go to Holtzman.
Saxophone.
Saxophone is correct. Both in
I
that.
kept thinking drums because of the whiplash thing.
All right. The second category your competitors can bet on tonight is sports. All right, Holtzman, are you going to be attempting to answer, or are you holding off?
Enough people make me study it, sure.
And Red Shaw, are you going to be attempting to answer or holding off?
Both cameras are going to try a sports question.
Love that energy. Mark, hit him with their sports question.
Yep. Question simply, what is the full name of the team that Tony coaches in Any Given Sunday? We're looking for the city and the mascot.
Yes. Also, middle of the Frieza saga. Frieza just transformed. The final time, so we're seeing Frieza's final stage. Vegeta's about to make his last stand before everything happens. It's epic.
Yeah, I was surprised I made it through the Frieza's. That whole Namek stuff takes place in 3 parts, over 150 episodes. Crazy.
No, watching it again, I'm like, wow, it is long. It's 70 episodes. Not quite peak Dragon Ball Z. That's Cell Saga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I cried at the Gohan Kamehameha. Holtzman, will go to you.
The Miami Sharks.
And we'll go to Red Shaw.
Miami Sharks.
Miami Sharks is correct. Both players hitting that. As we head into the third category you can bet on, that being comedy. Red Shaw, will you be answering, or will you be abstaining?
I'll play.
And Holtzman?
Let's keep going. Play.
I love that. Let's go, people. All right, your question in the category of comedy. Name 2 of the 6 subtitles to the 6 Police Academy sequels in the Police Academy franchise. I'll give you a little bit of extra time. Mark, I've watched all 7 of these movies. They're dog shit.
I mean, I'd be shocked if you told me and we're good.
No, yeah, you might think oh man, maybe the first one starts like no. First one's bad and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
I mean, you can just get anybody who's a big name in Police Academy.
Yeah.
Fucking nobody. Just
I'll give you actors on the next question. I feel like it might give away now. Or it won't, but 5, 4, 3.
I'll repeat.
2. All right, that is Red Shaw's second repeat. Name 2 of the 6 subtitles to the 6 Police Academy sequels in the Police Academy franchise. If you ever go back and watch old Melee matches, in the first ever team's title match, Team 80s used Police Academy as a strength. And one of the questions they got was, what is the subtitle for the Police Academy movie? And could you just imagine playing against them and just be like, are you fucking kidding me?
There are several players that would have gave very angry
Get in their face.
Fighting.
4, 3.
I'll repeat one more time.
All right, that is Red Shaw's third repeat. Name 2 of the 6 subtitles to the 6 Police Academy sequels in the Police Academy franchise. The last time I saw 2 repeats used in this round was when Holtzman won his title against Jeremy.
Don't put that evil on me.
Red Shaw delving deep into his knowledge of the Police Academy franchise. Let's see what he's able to pull out.
Let's be best.
Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Redshaw will go to you.
I thought it would be funny to put first assignment and last assignment.
You're close on one of them, and Holtzman will go to you.
Citizens on Patrol and Mission to Moscow?
The acceptable answers were their first assignment, back in training, Citizens on Patrol, assignment Miami Beach, City Under Siege, and Mission to Moscow. Holtzman getting the lead there. Redshaw losing a point there. As we head into the penultimate category you guys can bet on, that being the 2000s. All right, we're going to start with Holtzman this time. Holtzman, are you going to be attempting to answer, or are you abstaining?
I'll pass.
You're going to pass. All right, and Redshaw, will you be attempting to answer, or will you pass?
I'll play.
Playing. All right, Redshaw attempting to make up some ground here. Mark, hit him with their question.
Right. Question. What industry does Caden work in Synecdoche, New York?
This is an excellent film. I haven't seen it. I love this screenwriter. Spence is giving the thumbs down because they're in. Gotta let their opinion be heard, even when they're not. 5, 4, 10, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holtzman will go to you.
The main thing I know is Aquila can't spell this movie. Theater?
And we'll go to Redshaw.
Theater.
Ah, okay.
Correct. Redshaw gaining a little bit of ground there. As we head into your final category, which is going to be your final category, which is romantic comedies. All right, Redshaw, are you going to be playing or will you be abstaining?
I'll play.
All right, and Holtzman, will you be playing or will you be abstaining?
I'll pass.
You're also going to, you're passing this as well. All right, I'm going to hit
We're going to the final round.
Your final category of romantic comedies. What classic romantic comedy centers on a dentist asking his nurse to pretend to be his wife seeking divorce? Both players smirking at me as I ask this question.
Yeah. What could it possibly be?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Redshaw will go to you.
Cactus flower.
And we will go to Holtzman.
Cactus flower.
Remade into Just Go With It. Cactus flower.
Cactus flower rules, by the way.
It's so good.
Redshaw getting a little bit of ground there. So after that round, Mark, I have Redshaw getting a score up to 15, Holtzman getting a score up to 23. Is that what you have?
This is what I have this time.
All right, but anything can happen as we move into the final round of the match, that being round 5, known as the Pick Your Poison round. Before the match, competitors went back and forth drafting categories that will appear in this round, and now they will go back and forth drafting, once again, the questions that they will be answering from. The categories that your competitors can draft are Oscars, animation, classics, 2010s, romance, recent releases, mystery thriller, and musicals. Your competitors will pick their categories right now. All right, your competitors have chosen their categories. Redshaw, you do have some ground to make up. What would you like for your 1 point?
I'll take romance.
All right. Your 1 pointer in the category of romance, I will be giving it to you. Where do Harold and Maude meet for the first time in Harold and Maude?
Just trying to make sure it's not a trick. At a funeral.
It's not a trick. You know that. All right. What would you like for your 2-pointer?
Huh. Where it gets weird. I'll take classics here.
All right. Your 2-pointer in the category of classics. In which Charlie Chaplin starring film does the tramp get fired from his factory job after getting stuck in a machine?
Modern Times.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, we are now in a must-hit scenario. Redshaw does have to hit both his 3 and his 4 to stay in the game. Redshaw, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
I almost want to hear the Oscars question. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And I'd rather hear the Oscars question. So I'll take Oscars.
All right. Your 3-pointer in the category of Oscars. Paddy Chayefsky won his first Oscar for what film?
Marty.
Without hesitation, that is correct. All right, getting a score. Redshaw up to 21, so here's the situation. Redshaw must hit his 4-pointer in the category of mystery thriller to stay in the game. If he hits it, he sends it back over to Holtzman to answer some questions. If he doesn't, Holtzman does win the game. Redshaw, your 4-pointer in the category of mystery thriller. In The Skin I Live In, Dr. Ledgard is developing his artificial skin to be resistant to burns and what else? Five, 4.
Repeat
3.
the question.
All right, that is your final repeat. In The Skin I Live In, Dr. Ledgard is developing his artificial skin to be resistant to burns and what else?
I'll say cuts.
All right. And your winner, Cameron the Commander Holtzman, and still Movie Melee champion. The answer we were looking for was bug bites, specifically mosquito bites. The answer we were looking for. We are going to be moving on to interviews with our to post-match interviews, unfortunately, with our second place finisher tonight, Redshaw. I think you played a great game. I think this just came down to Holtzman just seemed to be on fire. In round 2, when your opponent spins your strength to get 7, I think it just shows how well prepared and just how in this game he was. That he was just that into the game, and he just got a little bit of didn't miss a question in round 4 and knew when to just pass when he needed to. At the same time, you did hit a deep cut question that he didn't, so that is something that cool. Like no one in Movie Melee can say. And then you pulled your ground up in round 3. In round 5, just couldn't quite hit that 4-pointer. Still think you played a great game. How are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I just wish I spun again. Is all. When I landed on 2010s, I'm like, it's one of my better general categories. But in my last title match, when I got it, I got 3 points, and then that happened again. So I should have just stuck with my gut. I was worried about his strengths, but I should have just spun again. Regardless, but yeah, it was fun. I'm glad it got a little close towards the end. So yeah, good job to Cam. Cam killed it.
Redshaw, it has been such a blast seeing you back this year. When you do come back, hopefully next year, is there anyone you would like to play?
I still want to play you. I haven't played you yet. And after how the gauntlet went, if Jake is willing to come back, Jake Marangoni is willing to come back to singles, I'd love to play Jake because he outplayed me in that gauntlet, and I just got super lucky. So I would love to play him.
So.
I would love to see both those matches. Selfishly, one, just a fan of this game for the other, and I think just a fan of the game. I think both those matches would be great. Red Shaw, it's always a pleasure to see you, but we are going to move on to interviews with our winner tonight, Holtzman. You alluded to all of them at the beginning of the match, but I just got to say, you played an incredible game. You have tied Bar's record for win streak. You have the most amount of wins of anyone in this league now. You must be feeling pretty good after that match. You didn't have to answer a question in round 5. You haven't had to answer a question in round 5 in every title match you played. How are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I feel good. First things first, all credit, all love to Red Shaw. Like, he played great. Just the wheel, like, it truly is one of those things where you get so worried about what might come up that you take something that you don't know how you feel, and it happens. But, like, round 1, he like, we were neck and neck. Round 3, like you said, like, hit that feast deep cut question that I didn't hit, which I will not lose sleep over. That is just a truly terrible movie, and I took so many notes, and that just wasn't one of them because I was ready for one of any title card questions from that movie to come up. But then, yeah, like great performance from him as well. My biggest thing with this match that makes me happy is that I didn't get my strength for the first time. Both of my last 2 title matches, I got 21st Century live action musicals, and like, yeah, I like that. It's great, but it's nice to be able to say finally, like, I won, and I didn't win just because, like, yeah, I got my own strength and the wheel gave me exactly what I could have wanted. And then, yeah, it's weird that I have not had to answer a round 5 question yet. I think that's strange. But I guess that's a fact somehow. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy, you know, got the second defense, did it with my opponent's strength. And yeah, Red Shaw, like, he picked Billy Wilder. I was lucky enough to watched all of them earlier this year, just like for my own personal desire. And so it was nice having a strength going into it that I'd seen everything, and then just did some re-upping, some restudying. Since this match got set up, I got to help teach Sunset Boulevard when I was substitute teaching at a high school. And I was like, if you guys think this is great, watch 10 other movies that this guy has made, because the man has only made 2 movies that I think are flat out, like, bad. And even then, they're not that bad. Like, a great director. Yeah.
Cam, this has been an incredible season for you. You're probably at the front of the ballot this year for Melee Player of the Year. Did not lose a single match in singles. Had an incredible run in teams this year. When you do come back next year, you called out Red Shaw after your last match. Red Shaw made it here. Who are you going to essentially toss the bouquet to as a bride to the next bride to be?
So I think there's a couple ways to look at this, because if next season starts the way the previous seasons have, if there's another golden ticket occurring, then of the people who've never played for the title, if that is the case that is happening, I think that one of Matthew Chen or Amaru Moses, like, those 2 are 2 of the best to have not played for the belt. I was about to say Jacoby, but Jacoby played for the belt at the start of this year because of that. But, like, yeah, Rue and Matthew, especially looking at Rue's season this season and just looking at how strong Matthew has been across the board, those 2, like, if it's golden ticket, those are the 2 that I think are the ones I want to see. If it's open to, like, the entire board, the entire field, I don't know. I'll take whoever. Probably, like, if I have to pick a name, let's go with you. I'll say you, Payson. Why not? Yeah.
I just want to tell.
It's nothing personal. It's just that if your name is Payson, a person named Cameron wants to play you. Play Cameron in a contender match. If you win, play me. There we go.
I just want to make it very, very clear to the audience. I did not tell the opponents, hey, pick one of the hosts tonight. Like, they did this by their choice.
No, you told us pick you and screw Mark.
This looks very weird. gentlemen, great game. It's always great to see you. Mark, final thoughts on tonight's match.
Thought Redshaw still played pretty well. He unfortunately is kind of fell short in round 2 and round 3, and he kind of just playing catch up for the rest of the match. And you just can't do that against Holzman. Holzman is really he is too. I feel like in a lot of these situations, Holzman just doesn't really make a ton of mistakes. And when he does, you have to be in a position to capitalize on them. And it does make me wonder, how long can Holzman hold on to the belt? Because the way he plays, he could hold on to it for a while. I could see him very much going on a run going into next year.
Yeah, Cam now joins the leagues of Andrew Barr and Jake Meltzer as now one of 3 competitors that have defended their belt twice. I think Holzman just keeps on showing why he is a great champion, why he's a great player. I think this was a great match in general. Thank you all for watching Final Act. Remember to watch all the videos in this event. It's something that we put a lot of effort into. On behalf of Holtzman, on behalf of Redshaw, on behalf of everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Paceman Cinemaster Johnson. That's Mark the Big Chill Menchaca. Enjoy the rest of Final Act.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a fair. Bye.